You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show.
There's not a dance for this. I don't know what to do. I wanted the fandango.
Party, man.
All right. I don't know. You guys are doing nothing. Don't tell me what to do. I don't know how to dance it. All right. Thank you, Cathy.
I will trust fall into all three of you.
Yeah.
That's probably not your best idea.
We can't catch anybody. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is a changing of the guard in WWE, look no further than tonight in Albany, New York, until the very end, of course. So much young talent dominating the show. Welcome to the Raw After Show. Jonny Loquasto here. Next to me, as always, at Cathy Kelley, and she's lovely. What's going on?
Hi. Not much is going on.
That's the most you've ever danced next to me. Why was it on something that I wasn't?
It's because I love Adam Rose, and I was really excited for Cinco de Mayo. Pumped all day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you have any drinks?
No.
Sure you
Drink
didn't.
water.
We're all sauced right now. Sitting across from me.
You can already hear her. You have to enjoy it.
Don't reveal it. Spoiler alert. Stop it. I'm playing at kayfabe. Let's go. Sitting across from me, he's always vest for business, wearing a sweet, sweet Mega Powers t-shirt. He is at the Walking Dale Rutledge.
I've been meaning to tell you I own Twitter.
Oh, really?
That is actually mine, yep.
Well, thank you, Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Zucker tweet.
Don't actually know facts, Johnny. That's not fun.
Zuckerberg is Facebook.
That's Facebook.
It's not Twitter.
Just tonight he owns both.
Twitter belongs to all of us.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I will be the Daniel Bryan to your Twitter Triple H.
Oh, my God.
We are one on Twitter. And next to him, he's a first-timer here, and it's a very special night, not because he's here, but we have another guest in the studio. Very funny comedian and a virtual encyclopedia of wrestling knowledge at Nat Baimel on Twitter. He's Nat Baimel.
Howdy, hey world.
All right. So, guys, before we get to Raw, we have there's a little TV show that we're all big fans of that's doing very, very well on Oxygen every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. on Oxygen. Also on iTunes, Amazon, and on demand. We just happen to have the star of the show and the owner of this whole damn place that we're sitting in right now. Sitting next to the Divas Championship. She's Maria Menounos. Round of applause.
I come with belts.
Oh, my.
That sounded like Lana. I come with belts. That thing is sweet.
Mm-hmm. It is, isn't it?
It's heavy.
This was a very, very exciting gift to receive from the WWE, so I carry it proudly. It's
You wear it
generally
well.
locked up in my closet, so no one will ever steal it. I'm like, you can steal everything but my belt.
Yeah. Well,
would
considering
wear
you're undefeated in wrestling matches for the WWE, I think you deserve a belt. You and Michael Cole are,
you.
what, 2-0 each? I think.
He had an embarrassing match, though. I mean,
Yeah. He did wear a onesie. That's
I
true.
love Michael Cole. But do you really consider that a win?
Well, that way, yeah, that's
Or
true.
a match.
Exactly.
I'd take a WLC match over a Michael Cole match any day.
Amen, brother.
Yeah. So we got to talk because tomorrow's episode specifically chronicles everything that went down at SummerSlam. Dale and I were there, Cathy was there, and you actually wrestled, and Nat was there, of course. You got to wrestle in a match, obviously, you and Natty.
Yep.
And you took over her Twitter tonight during Raw.
I took over her Twitter, and that was a lot of fun. I had some technical difficulties for about the first half hour trying to get tweets to load up, and then I got feverish on there and crazy.
Our interwebs was a little weird.
Yeah, I issued a little bit of a challenge at the end, so you can go to Natty's Twitter and see. I love shit talking. I just
And we
do.
love hearing it.
By the way, I got kicked off of the ESPN car wash for saying shit talking. So this is the first time in years I've said shit talking on the air, but it's my network.
We can't.
You can't kick me out.
Take that 4-letter censors. What?
They were like, "We're so sorry, but we don't condone swearing." And I'm like, "Shit isn't a swear. My
No.
parents let me say that.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're strict."
It's true.
So
Shit is a thing.
yeah. So anyway, taking over the Twitter account for Natty was fun, and of course, she was a great tag team partner in SummerSlam. I got pretty beat up. I was telling you guys, when Eva Marie was grabbing my head and smashing it repeatedly.
Yeah.
Onto the mat. I thought at one point, I told Cathy this when we were watching Raw tonight,
Ugh.
I literally thought I was going to die because she wouldn't stop. And I'm like, my neck is just going to snap off at some point. And I spent a little over 2 weeks at the chiropractor's office every single day
Oh my
trying to
gosh.
get my neck back to normal because it was so messed up after that. But that was a rough match. Luckily, we
Yeah.
prevailed. As
Yeah.
always.
But
Damn
that's
right.
what you talk about in the episode is your parents are so nervous to see you wrestle because they don't want to see you get hurt. Obviously, Kevin doesn't want to see you get hurt either.
Well, I would be too. Have you ever seen Eva Marie try to wrestle? Jesus.
Oh my God.
No, let's be honest. At this time, this was in 4 months into her training, and I remember Dale
I think
and I
it was
were
6 months.
It was our first real match.
Yeah, Dale and I were ringside, and when she was doing that, I remember saying to Dale, I'm like, I don't think she's. That's a little stiff, Dale.
I think she's shooting on her.
Yeah, like that
It
was.
did make me nervous, that's for sure.
It made me nervous too. I watched the clips as they're promoting the episode tomorrow night, 10 o'clock on Oxygen. And I'm watching it. I'm horrified watching it. It was awful enough living it, but I can imagine what it felt like for you guys to watch it. And you see Kevin's reaction. He's horrified because when you watch Chasing Maria tomorrow, you'll see I didn't have a lot of support going into this match. And of course, I couldn't really complain much after about the pain because...
You did a great interview
They
with
told you
me
so.
right
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, thanks.
I remember you did say, you're like, oh, that hurt. Like,
But I was strong. I was trying. My hair was everywhere.
I was gonna say your hair went from perfect to like this weird like Smurf.
It was heinous.
It's better than wrestling with a broken foot and some ribs cracked.
Yeah,
I
it was
know.
WrestleMania,
Ultimately.
wasn't it?
WrestleMania, yeah.
Ooh,
7
that's
stress
right.
fractures, 2 broken ribs, and no sleep for 48 hours, flying back and forth, coast to coast to do Dancing with the Stars and WrestleMania. But by the way, highlight of my life, greatest moment of my life. Like, honestly, you guys are such big fans too. Wouldn't you kill to get... Well, maybe not all of you. Like, I don't know if you guys want to wrestle.
I don't want anyone to watch me try to wrestle.
But I, as a fan,
Right.
growing up watching it my whole life, and there was a point when we were going to move to LA, right before I got my job at Channel 1 News, which was my breakout job, where Kevin was perhaps going to go right for the WWE. He was friends with Shane McMahon at the time, and I was going to go wrestle. And I was 20 or 21 at the time, and then I ended up getting my job at Channel 1 and moving out to LA. So
It's amazing how life changes different directions.
Could have had a different career path.
I'd like to see that alternate universe, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
well, I'm kind of living it. I mean, I get to dabble and do my thing, and I'm hoping I'll be able to get in the ring again. And
You're kind of like The Undertaker, only special events.
Yeah.
I
You know?
know.
That's
You're
pretty
right.
sweet. And
Only
you're undefeated.
WrestleMania.
It is pretty sweet.
You have a streak?
I do have a streak. I'm very, very proud to say I do have a streak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Beth Phoenix is not an easy opponent.
Oh.
So.
Lord, no.
And then you beat Brie and Eva Marie at SummerSlam, so there you go.
And Nikki was shit talking a little bit at Hall of Fame. Michael Cole and I co-hosted the Red Carpet Awards, and she came up and she was doing a little sassiness with me, and I'm like, oh, okay, miss, you're feeling better? Let's get to it.
She's good
I'm
at the
not
sass.
afraid.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, she's a good
Yeah.
sasser.
I was sitting there, I'm like, if she throws a punch right now, what am I to do? Cena's right there. I'm like, this isn't going to go down easy.
It was live on the network too, right?
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
so fun.
You know, she was thinking, like, well, this will get the network subscribers. If this will get us to 700K.
Yeah.
Kevin could take Cena, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Totally.
You've never seen Kevin fight though.
He's scrappy. Yeah. He's taken on some big dudes before. He's smart. He'll know where to take them out. But yeah, not going to work. Not on Cena.
I don't know if a low blow is appropriate on a red carpet.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Mr. Backlund was not far behind. So I had
yes.
Mr. Backlund and Kevin in my eyesight. So Mr. Backlund would have thrown him in a chicken wing faster than he could have blinked.
Speaking of which, Dale got to know Mr. Backlund well at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah, he put me in a chicken wing.
Did he?
At WrestleMania.
Were you so happy?
I was about to pass out, but once it was over, I was happy.
Isn't he the greatest?
Oh my gosh, I could have talked to him all day.
The greatest human ever.
So cool. Except he flipped a dime like right in the middle of it. He was like normal, and then he was like, run. I was like, I've got to go.
He's the best.
And what's amazing, at one point he goes, we're talking, and he goes, hey, do you want me to show you a sleeper hold? And I was like, okay. Like he
I was
offered.
kind of looking forward to a nap.
Puts me in a chair, locks it in, and he goes, you see, all I have to do is this. And I was like, got it, Bob. Got it.
Yep.
It was real.
He's no joke.
I can't wait to see tomorrow's episode because we were all there, but just to see what the world's going to witness.
Well, the other thing that's cool is that match wasn't televised. So everyone's going to kind of watch it for the first time on Chasing Maria tomorrow night, 10 o'clock on Oxygen. So that'll be pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure people have found it on the web here or there, little bits, but you'll get to see it in its entirety.
And how weird was it for you to do? It was like 80 degrees that day, outside, bright sun. Did you ever catch any moments where like literally the sun messed up your vision?
I don't remember anything. When you're in the ring, you kind of like fade away. You don't see anything. You don't see anyone. That was actually the only time I kind of saw people because it was so intimate. Whereas when you're at WrestleMania or when I did Tribute for the Troops or whatever, you have so many people, they just become a blur. And the lights are so strong that it blocks them out. But this time, I definitely saw some people. I don't remember lights. I just remember getting the shit kicked out of me. Did I say shit enough on my network tonight?
I appreciate
One
it.
more time.
I think I'm going to kick myself out now.
You have a meeting with yourself later on, right after this.
Yes, I might be suspended for a week.
Well, SummerSlam's coming up in like 3.5 months.
Yeah.
In LA. I don't know. What are we gonna see? I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna have a sip of my water.
Yeah.
Can we talk about, though, how chat roll right now for our live feed is over capacity, so I can't log in to see what's going on?
You're
What
welcome,
do you
guys.
mean?
We have so many people watching live right now.
Yeah, baby.
That
We broke the web.
we broke the internet.
Well, I mean, taking over Natty's Twitter handle and telling everybody to watch, I'm sure it didn't hurt. So if you guys are Natty fans and you're tuning in because I told you to through her Twitter, thank you so much.
We love Natty.
And we love you all for tuning in.
And this will be on YouTube in the morning, so check it out, and on iTunes. And Chasing Maria will be on Tuesday at 10 p.m. on Oxygen. There we go. Bam.
Bam.
That's how you sell product.
Well, I will let you guys, I will leave you guys to your after show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did we ever find out what happened to Bree tonight? Did Kane murder her?
She's still screaming, driving
Yes.
down the highway.
Driving down the
Yeah,
highway.
I was saying on Natty's Twitter, like, I'm so used to her screaming, and so.
Well, she's been having nightmares since SummerSlam, and now this Kane thing is just making it worse.
Yeah.
Kane is actually holding onto the back of the car like wedding cans.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll be reliving a new nightmare, another nightmare she lived a year ago on Chasing Maria tomorrow night. Oh, I said it.
Sorry for your luck, Bree.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Maria
Thank you.
Menounos and the Divas title. What an honor. Love it. Now you got to walk out with a champion strut. Just make it happen. Yeah.
Oh.
Mean mug
She
it.
always has the champion's strut.
Oh, Maria! He was supposed to host.
Well,
Oh, let me take my stuff.
he didn't promote the show enough, so
Yeah.
we'll just continue on.
Well, so Raw tonight was actually pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Raw from Albany, New York.
Albany, New York.
Great crowd.
Bye.
Bye.
He's still out. This is worse than Bob Backlund's sleeper hold.
I know.
Ravishing Rick Rude and make out with him to wake him up.
Oh boy. That's a
Dale,
lot of
you wanna
commitment.
Take this one on?
Maria, do you know which car is mine? Put the belt. You
Okay.
can just leave that in my car.
You already have one.
Oh, that's right. So sorry.
I just wanted to put it on the dashboard like a Lyft car. Just like that paint mustache.
Oh,
Yeah.
we could start that.
Sorry.
Are we
Okay.
gonna be able to get him back up?
I
or-
want him to sell this entire show.
Oh no. Hey.
Well, the water worked.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
What happened?
Well, Maria was here. She was talking about Chasing Maria tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Oxygen. And
I recall.
I think you looked at her wrong, to be honest with you. You might want to think about your actions.
Are we on the air?
You have a shifty day sometimes, my friend.
You good?
Yeah. Go ahead, continue.
You got a little moisture there on
I'll
your
come
shoulder.
too. I think I wet myself.
So, so Raw began pretty crazily, I would say.
In royal fashion, you might say.
I wouldn't, but you did. 20-man Royal Rumble Battle Royale for the United States Championship, which actually was a great way to wrestle for it, because it's been, besides SmackDown, I can't remember the last time that belt was up for
know.
grabs.
Well, in fairness, he should have defended the title against 19 guys by this point. So I figure just get it out of the way.
All at once, all at once.
I'm back, guys. Don't worry.
Hey, Johnny.
But if we have any viewers, someone please do a still shot screen cap of her smashing me over the face with a belt. That would be perfect. That would make my whole week.
We have so many viewers that chat room's still at capacity.
Well, that happens every week, guys. Keep coming back.
They knew I was coming.
It's amazing how much violence you go through on this show.
I know. It's either Cathy, every woman on the show ends up beating the holy tar out of me.
You might need to question yourself at this point.
If I knew this was the Beat Up Johnny show, I would have been here months ago.
Just doing a run in every episode.
Can that be a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Just
I don't mind.
Matt does a run-in on Johnny every week.
Look, I'm a selling son of a bitch. You saw me sell that real nice.
What are you
man.
trying to say?
That I'm a good, I don't know.
You weren't actually injured? Is that what you're saying right now?
No, I was out, Dale. Battle Royal, go.
Yeah.
Anyways, Nat, Battle Royal.
Battle Royal, I really enjoyed this because apparently nowadays Big Show only shows up to be the big guy in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, he was there, Mark Henry was there, again, being the big guy in the ring. I haven't seen them since WrestleMania. I haven't seen them for months beforehand. They kept announcing that it was a 351-day reign for Ambrose, so clearly he's losing. Like, you're not going to hype up how long he's had the belt to the day.
They also hyped it up on SmackDown, and Ambrose, well, he only beat three guys on Friday?
Only 3 guys on Friday.
But it was SmackDown. Nothing ever really happens on SmackDown, and if it does, they just repeat it on Raw.
Point taken.
Yeah. While I do agree that he should have defended his title more, I feel like people are always like, you can't please everyone, and everyone's always saying,
right.
oh, well, they used to only defend their titles on pay-per-views, and now they defend them all the time. And then you have it's
Yeah. You can't make everybody happy,
Exactly.
for sure. I mean, I do think he should have defended it more just because he was just kind of hanging out with it for a very long time, but...
And that's not up to Ambrose, really.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, but...
But in fairness also, I mean, since they debuted, he was always feuding with, like, the top guys, you know, like John Cena, Triple H, like, since the very beginning. Then he has, like, this mid-card title. He's like, all right, I'm going to fight Kofi Kingston now. It's just, like, beneath him to do it, and I don't know why even... I mean, he had it so long, it's like, yeah, I'm a champion, but... all my contenders are kind of beneath me. Let me fight 19 guys.
And I think that, weeks ago when we originally got the Shield versus Wyatt match, we would have much rather had that than title defense. So...
And I think
True.
this is
Absolutely.
it's a right time for him to lose it, because the whole Evolution Shield thing, apparently it's not done. It's only escalating. So the fact that he lost the title because of Evolution, or the Authority or whatever, that makes it that much more. And now he has no title.
Is
So-
the Shield breakup not happening anymore? Because
No.
I thought that was imminent,
I hope
and then
never-
it just
never happened, please.
You know what I think it might be? I think it might being one of those, like, mutual respect. Let's part. I don't think it might never be a fight. It might just be like, you know what? We're all awesome.
Yeah.
We all kick ass. Let's just go our own
You
direction.
gotta fight.
I don't know.
I mean, you can't break him up without having
A little
cracks
bit
in
of
the
a
shield.
tiff.
I mean,
Maybe it could be like a 90s sitcom ending where everyone just hugs it out and someone goes to college, someone moves to Atlanta. I don't know.
No one wants that.
no.
I want to
Who
say...
likes happy endings?
No, either they stay together or they break up horribly. Those are your options.
Just putting it out there. I did get knocked in the head with a belt. I don't know.
That's true.
I like friendship. Let's do the like 3-way fist pound,
I like
and
friendship.
I'll see you guys at the reunion next year.
Yeah. See? The Shield reunion, party of 3.
Yeah.
Everyone wears a flak jacket.
Rollins shows up. His hair is shaved down. He still has the blonde streak
Yeah.
in it.
Just wear black and boots.
That
No.
is the only dress code they have.
So the final 5 was Ambrose, RybAxel, Sheamus, and Jack Swagger. Ambrose takes out both the RybAxel in a matter of seconds, then takes out Swagger, turns right into a Brogue Kick from Sheamus. And I do find it interesting Sheamus is the new U.S. champion, because afterwards he kind of had a bit of a toot about himself.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was towards the crowd or just towards Ambrose, though. So it's hard to say if it was like heelish or if he was just being mildly cocky.
Can we agree we prefer smug Sheamus over friendly, goofy Sheamus?
I prefer any Sheamus over,
Yeah.
let me tell you an old Irish tale. And it's just like, oh, Jesus, here we go.
Yeah. He needs a refresh for sure.
Yeah.
So maybe this can be the jumping point for that because he needed a little sound.
Yeah.
Can I also mention that Xavier Woods was the first guy out of the ring?
No, you
Less than
cannot
a minute.
mention that.
Less than
You
a
cannot.
minute in.
Zack Ryder almost took out Ziggler, and then right when you thought that Ziggler was going to hit the floor, Xavier Woods is the first one out.
Right out.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest jobber since Barry Horowitz.
Oh, will you knock it off? He had a rough 24 hours. We get it. But
No,
he's
had
new.
a rough month.
He's had a rough existence.
No,
come
the
on.
beginning I feel like was strong, and then
Yeah, why are you hating on
Yeah,
Xavier?
your face is about to have a
He's
rough
about to have a
existence.
He's about
One
to
of
get his
these.
PhD, all right?
Is this an Everybody Violence Network?
Xavier's gonna have his time. When he gets his PhD, you know they're gonna find a way to work that into a storyline, and it's gonna be kind of cool. Right now, he's just doing what he has to do.
Okay.
Are you not a Xavier Woods fan?
I would be, but it's like he didn't even make it to the match last night.
Well, because Rusev Crush.
Well, but
what
I
do you
mean-
want him to do?
Well, I mean, when Vader had like squash matches over like multiple jobbers at a time, they at least all made it to the ring before being murdered.
That's because he's not a jobber.
Yeah.
So you're literally saying he's beneath a jobber at this point.
No. He's like, you know what? I don't need that ring.
I
Yeah.
think we all know that he's insanely talented,
Yeah.
and that's
No,
why.
he is great, but just the way he's been booked, I can't imagine a bigger loser.
Okay.
Poor fella.
I think that his time will come.
Yes.
Like they recognize his talent, and the fans clearly resonate with him. So
Yeah.
it's only a matter of time until they write a storyline for him to.
He's smart enough to figure
on.
it out. I'm telling you, when he gets that PhD, it's gonna be.
And I mean, the stories that we've heard about him all are good, and they're all like he tries to help other wrestlers there
Oh, he's the best.
He's not a
edit
friend of this.
packages, and yeah.
He's not a friend of the show, and I just shat all over him, is he?
No,
You're not a friend of the show anymore either. Just making it
Well, it's
known.
been a good 5 minutes, everybody.
Dale and I know Xavier, and so, but at the same time, we also respect his talent.
No, I'm sure he's a great guy, and I remember him from back in the TNA days, so as Consequences Creed. I used to love him.
Right.
But just ever since they brought him up, it's like, all right, we'll have Power Ranger references, and you'll lose immediately.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a cluster, but I mean, at the same time, doesn't mean stuff can't change. I mean, Adam Rose 3 months ago was a different dude, and look at him now. So
This is true. He was Kraven the Hunter back then.
there you go.
I will say a surprising push has been Axel and Ryback.
And
Like
it's-
they just, I mean, they made it to the final 5. They have a match later in the show. It's like they've definitely been rejuvenated lately.
And it's working. I feel like they got their confidence, man.
I didn't think it would, but I'm actually enjoying them.
Yeah.
Them on commentary last week was amazing.
Ryback especially was cracking me up.
Ryback, he needs to talk more. He needs to be the big guy.
Yes.
'Cause-
Ryback!
He's just
I love our eye contact, and we knew exactly what was gonna go on.
I was a second late. You guys did. I was like, oh wait, Ryback. I want to do it too, guys. Guys, please, get Ryback. Get it over here. I feel like Axel. Come on, guys.
I'm here too.
That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, really, I mean, it was a fun battle royal.
Yeah.
I was kind of, I didn't want to see Ambrose lose, but I get it though.
He needed to.
Another highlight was the stare down between Show and Mark Henry.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yep.
And then I was very surprised. Did we talk about Santino taking out Ziggler?
I hated that so much.
I was just surprised by it.
Santino hasn't had much of any kind of gas on his.
I loved
Fire.
everything Santino did up until when he put the damn Cobra on his arm and knocked out Ziggler.
You don't like the Cobra.
But that's his shtick.
Yeah.
Sure it
That's
is.
his thing.
Well,
Do you just like Ziggler? Oh, I will
He got
mention.
some booze from that.
He got a lot of booze from that.
He's
I lo-
drinking? Oh, boo.
yeah.
Oh, I
The
see.
Cobra was hammered.
It was on.
I can't seem to find his face.
It was on backwards.
Oh.
Another thing, Kofi kind of mailed in his like elimination hope spot. It's like, look, I'm kind of upside down, but I'm not going out, and then I fell.
I mean-
we had the Royal Rumble and the whatchamacallit, Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
WrestleMania. They call it WrestleMania.
You've got all your spots this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't do it every Royal Rumble.
He is
Battle
human. I mean, how
Royal.
many things can you come up with?
I like
One a
Kofi.
year, I guess. No, I love Kofi.
But so afterwards, obviously, Sheamus is the new champ. He bolts. All 3 members of the Shield are in the ring, and just Ambrose, you could tell, is livid. That's when the King of Kings, He comes out to let him know that your luck is really about to run out because tonight you're facing the Wyatt family, so we know that's going to be pure fire. Mm-hmm. Which it ended up being. But
Sure enough.
Speaking of fire, Adam Rose and the Exotic Express are slowly making their way. They've been driving for weeks.
Oh, man. A lot of pit stops on that bus.
A lot of pit stops.
Yeah.
No, they just keep going.
Yeah.
Running on fumes and
Yeah.
party fumes.
And energy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not very green with how much they're driving that damn bus.
I like to imagine they're like, wait, where are we? It's like, oh, the driver's been partying with us this entire time.
We're in Mexico. How did this happen?
We've been in Mexico.
It's like a flying bus, like in Spaceballs. We just like travels around. So he's coming. Next, Renee Young backstage with the newly crowned U.S. champion Sheamus. He says, tonight was the perfect time for the Celtic Warrior to come back into glory. And then she said, do you have any words for Dean Ambrose? And he said, no hard feelings, fella. And people did not enjoy that. So what are we seeing with Sheamus?
I hope it's a heel turn. I definitely, like Nat was saying, I just want to get something going for Sheamus because he's great in the ring. So it'd be nice to get behind him or hate him. Either way.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like, he's literally a lighter John Cena. It's like, you're basically just, oh, I'm happy to be here, and here are the silly jokes, and I never lose. It's like, can we like just have like someone be a dickhead and just have let's hate him?
Well, plus, I mean, he is the Celtic Warrior. I mean, he takes a lot of pride in his culture. Like, that's the kind of thing where you can just be, you can be ferocious. You can be, you know, unletting on people. So, I don't know. Cathy?
I was just going to say that Sheamus sells his injuries even days later because even the slightest bruise, it just turns into a black and blue mark for weeks.
Yep. Poor guy. He's like, that's not even from a match. I actually
Bruce
ran
is like,
into a
"I'll
laundry
beat."
basket.
Ran into the corner of my bed.
I was trying to do all the whites, and I fell down. That is true. Oh, man. Anyways, we go to commercial. We come back. We're backstage. Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella looking a little bit worried. Steph approaches them. She barges in, which I know you love this. You love McMizzo right now. Just go.
I do. I just love her to death. I'm calling her Steph heavy-handed when I knock McMahon. Like, I don't even know what was going on with that, but the way that she delivers every single line, like it's so backhanded and casual at the same time. It's a work of art, really.
Her hand wasn't the only thing heavy-handed in this entire segment. Brie Bella acting.
Come
and
on.
continually
Be nice.
acting.
Be nice.
Maria just ran her entirely down. Why are we being nice to her now?
We got to be nice at some point.
She's a very nice lady, and her husband is very talented.
There you go.
Her acting is acting. You can feel when she clicks the acting gear on.
Yeah.
Because I love her on Total Divas and other things that aren't this particular storyline. She feels very like
Natural.
I'm very scared about Kane coming in.
Yeah, it's hard to look terrified.
Yeah, there's something about you just can feel the acting coming off of her.
But that is terrifying. Like,
Oh yeah.
even if you know that you're
Especially
part of a segment.
now that he has the contact back in too, it's just like
Yeah.
it's freaky to look at him.
Yeah.
And,
And
the mask was on the back of the door when they closed it.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought that was a
weird.
good effect.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, and she keeps calling him the demon over and over again. That'd be a decent drinking game.
You'd be dead.
Every time the demon Kane is mentioned in one episode.
Yeah, if you did that and Best for Business at the same time, you would be cronk.
But Steph says you should just stay in this room because there's no telling what the demon Kane is going to do. So their plan is to stay in that damn room, whatever room that may be. Moving on, RVD versus Cesaro. Paul Heyman, of course, brings out Cesaro as classic as Paul Heyman can be. And, of course, the sirens hit because the storm is a-coming. I don't know if this music really fits Cesaro, but they're working on it.
I mean, it'll change, I'm sure. You did forget one very important thing about the intro is that his client, I don't know if you know this or not,
Tell us.
but he is a representative of this guy, Brock Lesnar.
I've heard of him.
Oh, that UFC guy, Arian?
Yeah. His body of work is rather extensive.
Yeah, he's gotten into wrestling here and there.
Yeah.
And there's this guy, The Undertaker. He's been around for a while. He had something of a streak at WrestleMania. And this Brock fella actually beat the streak.
He pinned him
He pinned him
in a ring.
right in the middle.
I thought The Undertaker was undefeated at WrestleMania.
I did too, but according to this Paul Heyman fellow, and he looks trustworthy enough, I think he's onto something here.
Cathy, can you clear this up for us?
I was going to say Maria Menounos is undefeated at WrestleMania, but The Undertaker is no longer. unfortunately.
Well, Kathy's in the know. The three of us are clueless. But Paul Heyman did let us know
The
that.
Shield is 2-0 at WrestleMania as well.
2 for 0.
0 for 2. I get numbers backwards.
2 and 0.
2 and 0.
Whatever.
0
Got
for
it.
2 would
0
be
for
the
2 is
wrong
the
thing,
wrong
yeah.
thing as well. So I'm going to go back on Twitter.
You can find him at Twitter.
He's the guy. He's the bird. He's that bird chirping. Brock Lesnar did beat the Undertaker's.
Undertaker.
Oh, God.
no.
All hell is breaking loose.
Good night, everybody.
It's a concussion.
I'm concussed. And you poured water on my head.
Just a little bit.
Thank you, though.
What's how you treat concussions?
Yeah, that's true.
Maria
I heard that
concussed
you're
a
supposed
lot.
to sleep him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you sleep them off.
Underwater.
Yeah, you sleep them off underwater. That's how you beat a concussion. That's exactly what you do. Anyways, let's get to the match. Tons of uppercuts and nasty shots from Cesaro most of the match. And this is what I find interesting. Apparently, Cesaro wasn't even out for the victory. Gets himself DQ'd. He has RVD hanging in the corner. His left knee just hooked up in the ropes. And just starts pounding. And just right to the head, right to the neck, and gets DQ'd just like that.
It did not look good either. The way his leg was like contorted. I mean, I know he's flexible,
He
but
is.
like it looked real good. Bad good, but
RVD is legit Stretch Armstrong. Like his.
Always has been. Always will be. Mm-hmm. He was sporting a really nasty shiner, though, too.
From last
oh
night.
yeah, that trash
Yeah.
can got him.
Dude.
Right in the
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, you hit with a trash can enough times, it's gonna get you.
Well, I think he did it to himself. I think when he went for the 5-star and missed, he landed face first on the trash can.
And it was pretty bent up at that point, so
Yeah.
he probably didn't realize what was going to happen. But
He's one of those guys that's just so incredible to watch in every single thing that he does because you know that he's willing to put his body on the line for even the smallest segment
yeah,
I don't know how he's done what he's done.
and still doing it.
No one falls better, I guess. I don't know how
Yeah.
else to explain it. I mean,
all that stretching, that don't hurt. It's like
He
4
does
hours
say,
of stretching a
yeah.
day or something.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
he does say he's like, not many people are willing to do the stretching that I do and the flexibility. And
I do about 4 minutes a day.
That's
I get,
not bad.
I get real
That's-
bored.
that's more than most.
That is good.
I do it in the morning and the evening.
There you go.
Fun fact about Rob Van Dam.
I'll be the judge of that.
Pressure's on. He likes tofu.
Oh, that's fun.
And that was it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He invented a weightlifting technique called the Van Dam lift, where you basically get 2 benches and you do a full split between them, get a barbell or a dumbbell, and just lift it up repeatedly.
That sounds like a cartoon.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
you can
that doesn't sound
YouTube
real.
you YouTube the Van Dam lift. He invented it and has the world record for it with I think it's like 180 pounds that he lifts.
He's just lifting it over his head.
Well, like he's doing a full split.
Yeah.
Grabs the floor, picks up to his chest, holds it, and then drops it back down.
That sounds like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Like
It
something
absolutely is.
Yeah.
So he's doing just a massive shoulder workout. It sounds, and obviously,
while doing the splits
Yeah,
with nothing underneath
With nothing
him.
underneath, It's like his
He's
feet
like a
are
bridge.
above.
He's a bridge, and he's going like this.
Yeah, his feet are literally above his like crotch.
What?
I'm not into it, to be honest with you.
That is a fun fact, though.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
That was a horrifying fact.
And I'm sure we're gonna get a meme sent to us any second now from Mustafa or some one of our listeners
I
of
wonder
the Van Dam.
what's the
lift.
benefit of it? Just stretching you really well while.
In all honesty, if you can have like an exercise named after you,
Yeah, why not?
Whatever you can do.
I think also being able to say that you can do that is kind of cool.
I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Like show it off.
But then you gotta show it to people, and they're like, ah,
I'm gonna do that.
like that can't look good.
No. Can you imagine like someone just walking into the gym and just some dude doing that?
Just repeatedly. All right. Well,
That's why I go to an all-girls gym.
me too.
That specifically.
Me 3.
All these dudes doing Van Dam lifts at Golds.
If they do it anywhere, it is at Gold's. I betcha.
So Cesaro gets himself DQ'd, so we may have a Heyman guy versus a former Heyman guy in the works, which it would be cool to actually see RVD get himself some kind of a feud.
Yeah.
Because we haven't, he had a brief feud against, I think, ADR his last go around, right?
And Ambrose a little bit here and there.
But this I could see getting pretty heated because him and Heyman have such a history. Like, they can even go real life if they want for the fact that RVD is the reason Heyman came in for one night stand. They could really go honest with it. Like, Heyman was back in WWE because of RVD, you know?
You still owe me $40 from '98.
That too.
And what a great way to continue to build Cesaro.
I was gonna say that out of all the people, I love him being paired with RVD.
Sure.
It just makes sense and it helps everybody out, and they put on great matches. So
Yeah.
win-win.
Absolutely. Next, the Wyatt family. They hit the ring more or less during the commercial break, and they're all in the ring. And man, Bray Wyatt, this was one of the longest promos he's ever done, I think. And I'm not going to do the whole thing.
But how about a snippet, Johnny?
Abigail always told me that I would change the world. But the world is wicked, and people will always look down on me and refer to me as a piece of trash and a nobody. I don't know why I'm moving my hand like Jesse Jackson, but I'm gonna keep going. And they don't even know it, but these people have made this day so sweet, and what a glorious day it is. You can't fool the children, John. And their innocent little eyes see right through you, John Cena. John Cena stands alone. And alone he shall fall. But the children will refer to me as a god. Follow the buzzards. Thank you. That was that. Oh god, there's a picture of the RVD lift.
Someone put in chat roll the picture of
Yes.
the RVD lift.
That is terrifying. Worse than anything Bray Wyatt could ever say.
Oh,
That will
It's
be
as-
on our website if you guys are watching.
it's as awkward as I pictured it.
Look at those teardrops on his quads.
Good God Almighty.
I hope those are teardrops.
Oh yeah, here we go. We already have a meme of Maria just beating me up. That's hilarious.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah, so
Deserved it.
Thanks, I always do. So Bray, I mean, this just it makes the plot thickens.
I don't really know what the plot is. It
Who
started.
cares? There's a chance that Cena might be doing something different for a change. I'm in.
But I mean, like, it started with, I want to take down your legacy. Okay, I didn't do that. But now,
Well, you
I
kinda
want the
did.
children. I think I got that.
Well, that's all part of the legacy, though.
Now I am a god.
I mean, I'm in if this continues. I mean, we didn't see Cena tonight, which I found interesting.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah. Well,
Is he I mean, he's recovering, I would take it, but not even like a backstage something.
it could be something to where maybe, you know, Cena's trying to recollect himself, figure out what's going on. I mean, but Bray did an amazing job of continuing the mystery after last night. I mean, when that kid's singing, ooh,
Scary.
Yeah,
Kid did
did
it.
not like that.
kid did a hell of a job.
Demon kid.
I guess his voice hadn't changed yet, but
Yeah.
I hope it does.
yes, please.
Boy, if that's his voice as a 10-year-old, I hate to hear how low it goes when he hits puberty.
I know. Don't come to my door at trick or treat time.
Do you have any candy? But I love it. I love that. I thought that match was. I mean, the match. Almost every pay-per-view match I thought was really good. I mean, it was predictable, but the way they all kind of shaped out, I think Cena put on a great show, Wyatt put on a great show, and the way it ended was really cool. I mean, granted, Cena would have won like 5 times without the Wyatt family interfering.
Yeah, a little overdone.
Little overdone, but at the same time, if there's anyone that can continue this, and even it's Bray, and even get it more intense. Now we'll just see what happens with it. See what Cena lets happen, I guess.
The thing I loved so much about his promo was one part where it almost turned into a face promo where he was saying, like,
Yeah.
I'm doing this for all of you. I'm doing this for the girl who society says isn't beautiful enough to be the prom queen. I'm doing this for you. It's just like, I did get behind this. I like this guy. He's a kind of...
But then he's a face if he's doing it for those people.
Yeah.
Which I like. Shades of Grey.
Exactly. He's changing it up a bit.
It's very, it kind of seemed reminiscent of Paige, though. Like how, you know, the people that don't fit in, he's doing it for them.
Right. But then he called himself a god, so it kind of
Okay.
evened it back out at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. When you pull off the G card, I guess it brings you back
When
around.
you're in a cult.
Yeah.
He does look kind of like a sloppy Jesus, so I mean, I'd kind of see it.
That was one of the names they originally pitched for him.
Sloppy Jesus.
Sloppy
Jesus.
Coming to the ring at 158 pounds. I don't know why he weighs so little. Sloppy Jesus.
He's been doing a lot of DDP yoga. Sloppy Jesus.
This is before he was at NXT.
Man, Bray's just Jesus. Moving on, Rhodes Brothers, Cody and Goldust taking on RybAxel, and you know, this is interesting. Talk about two teams going in exactly opposite directions that I never saw coming.
Not even a little bit.
I don't know what happened. And the crowd really doesn't get behind the Rhodes Brothers when they're in the ring lately either. Like, they're not giving them a lot to work with, but I'm just surprised that the crowd doesn't even still...
They're Xavier Woods and them is what they're doing.
Well, I mean...
I am going to follow you to your car.
Stop it.
What?
No. He's going to cane you afterwards.
Yeah.
I liked how
Which
disappointed
kind of
he was. He was being told to stop. Wait, what?
You want me
No
to...
more violence?
No, keep it going.
Oh, good.
But no, I think part of it is the fact that it's been a long time since we've seen anything from Cody and Goldust backstage, and everyone knows how entertaining they are. It's like we just see them out for a match, and that's it. Whereas RybAxel is getting more of a, you know, a rub on TV. But I never would have seen this coming. The fact that RybAxel's...
I think that once we do have that brother-on-brother thing, once they turn against each other and we see the feud start between them, I think that the crowd will be back on their
Heat back
side.
up.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a SummerSlam match.
Probably. They seem like they keep on like dragging it out. Like a few weeks ago was that whole like I shove you. Week after that, I shove you again. Not much this week.
I prefer that though, as to the it just happened out of nowhere. What? Like
Build it up, man.
Like, you messed up one match. We're brothers. I hate you now.
and then they have to explain it on commentary, like, oh well, you guys didn't see backstage last week, like.
Right. Yeah, no, it would be nice to have a slow build. I mean, we're here for the long haul, so.
Absolutely. And people love Goldust. They love Cody. So they're like you said, I think they're going to get right back on board as soon as something starts to happen.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the heel between those two breaking up?
Cody.
I think it would have to be Cody.
See, I completely agree, but at the same time, it's like we've seen him as a heel so many times, it just never seems to stick.
The way that it's working out is, Cody will lose a match and then blame Goldust, and Goldust will be like, oh, but wait for me, brother. I'm still here. Like, I can help you. I can make you feel better.
Goldust,
so clearly it's going to be.
Yeah.
He's kind of become a sympathetic character now. Everyone knows he's obviously at the latter part of his career where Cody still has many more years.
Yeah, Cody's like, what, 26, 27?
I don't know, but Jesus, he's good. I mean, Goldust is the best we've ever seen him, actually.
Ever.
Yeah.
He did split his outfit in the Rumble, if you noticed that. Had like a big old like Burt Reynolds level like deep V in that shirt of his.
He was old school Goldust in it.
Oh man, I miss those days.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to see Terry Runnels anytime soon.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
With that big old cigar. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. RybAxel, Jesus, I mean, could we? I don't know. Are they going? We didn't see the Usos tonight. I don't know who's going to challenge them next for the titles, but
Yeah, I don't know.
looks like RybAxel may be the ones.
I love JBL's. Cody's more groomed than a French poodle.
He is dashing.
He is dashing.
Well, we go backstage once again. Bree and Daniel Bryan are in that room, and the lights go out. They bolt out of there. They catch Steph in the hallway. Actually, Steph kind of catches them in the hallway and says, you know what, I'm going to have your car brought up. Just stay put. Don't move.
There's also the Kane mask jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, yeah, the Kane-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy, I guess.
It's like, oh my god, he put an LED light in his mask when we weren't looking.
How many Kane masks are there?
I can probably pull this. All right, there's the original mask. There was the one where his mouth was a little more revealed. They had the reverse colors.
Good God.
And then he was maskless for a while, and then this one. So I think this is 4, if I'm not mistaken.
That made up for all your Xavier Woods
He
back talk.
is an encyclopedia.
I told you he is. No, it's ridiculous.
What?
Like, he actually texted me before. He goes, so, where's the line on references? How about this one? And I go, I have no idea what any of that means, so that's a no.
I thought you meant how many Kane masks are there, because we've seen them so many times in the episode tonight, not how many there were in the past.
Nat Baimel knows everything. Like, it's amazing how I understand why you're single. I get it. It's okay.
He's dating the WWE network. It's
There's nothing
fine.
wrong with
I
that.
don't even have the network yet.
Dude.
Okay, well now you're just a jerk.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I'll refer you, and I'll get $25.
I'll refer you. I'll refer you.
Fight.
Oh no, not again!
No.
Don't. I already got beat up once tonight.
Please.
You don't own the company.
It makes me so happy.
I know. Maybe we'll end on a slap tonight. Maybe we will.
You already got hit in the head once.
I know. Next week.
I know. I feel like
What are you, a
that's-
glutton?
It's giving
Next
people
week.
too much what they want.
You can't give people what they want.
And you're never
or
about
else
that.
they'll be happy.
No, you're gonna have to wait for it.
Next week.
Okay.
Go violent.
Next
There'll be
week.
a slappertunity.
Next week. Oh!
Oh, that makes me so slappy.
Hashtag slappertunity. All right. That's a hashtag for the week. Then we'll save it for next week.
Yeah.
That's how we'll end it.
Hashtag
sounds good.
slappertunity.
Good job, Nat. Way to bring that to a. I don't know how the hell that happened, but thank you for doing what you do.
I do what I can.
Los Matadores and El Torito are having a Cinco de Mayo party, because why not?
With
But-
a pinata and candy and all.
Yeah.
And the party is for the WWE Juniverse.
Yes.
Universe.
It's universe.
No, it's Juniverse, because June's coming.
No. It's actually WWE Universe.
Well, it's actually Juniverse because Passover just passed by, so
Oh,
holla at my
I
Jews.
have it
Holla.
listed. Holla! I like what you did there.
He did it first.
Oh. I've learned to ignore him at this point.
Yeah, there's a celebration going on, but interrupted by 3MB. They come out, they offer a peace treaty, which is great. And then Torito. Go ahead, Kathy.
No, I just didn't really understand why 3MB was offering a peace treaty.
They were playing mind games.
Oh.
Maybe.
Those wily 3MBers.
Those Trace MB.
That's true.
I love Heath Slater.
Yes.
I hated him so much for so long, and he might be my favorite now.
You know, the fact that he's wearing like that the weird thing. Now he's got like
The
a
shirt?
Yeah.
It was
With the
very
holes?
arts and crafts.
Dude, Heath is settling into being whoever the hell he is, and it is awesome.
The shirt looked like, oh, well, there's just one hole in this, and it doesn't look good, so I'm just going to make a lot of holes so it makes it look like this was supposed to be on purpose.
That's exactly what it was.
Looks like he just got done at football practice in the 80s and then showed up at the ring with that little thing on.
He's dressed what a soccer mom thinks a rock star would dress like.
Yeah.
Look at my Halloween outfit, guys. I'm a rock star.
Well, I mean, I'm in a cover band, but I'm still a rock star.
And Drew McIntyre was there too.
Yep.
He spoke.
Yep. Hey, great flip during the WLC match. Good God Almighty. Onto that table.
yeah.
That was perfecto.
I utterly lost it when he was looking, I think it was at Hornswoggle, and then the other two members of the NBA taken out by the Matadores. He turns around to see that he is alone and immediately flips to him. So the Ole!
Loved it.
It's just Looney Tunes. It's like, if you can't beat them, join them every week.
Can we talk about for a second, though? I mean, I know that they talked about it on the after show last night, but the WLC match was really good. Like,
Yeah.
good wrestling.
I was surprised. It could have been the worst thing ever.
There was a little bit of cheesiness with the commentators and all, but, like, good wrestling. Like, there
Yeah.
were some good spots.
For what could have actually happened, I feel like it came off
I
like
want more.
gangbusters.
I would
yeah.
like to see more of Torito and Hornswoggle. I think that they should have more opportunities.
I think the making it a WLC match, as much as I hate to use that term, actually helped it out a lot too. Like I don't know if we could have watched that match for that long without all the different spots that they had
they
and the
got to
ladders
showcase a
and
lot
the
of stuff, yeah.
So
and there was
well
a
done.
miniature of everything, and that just was endlessly fun.
And I mean, apparently the feud is going to continue because it didn't necessarily end
It
tonight.
didn't end tonight, no.
There's other things you could do that are miniature.
Yeah.
Golf?
Ponies,
I mean, yeah, a pony match.
miniature ponies.
Yeah, they gotta
Yeah.
they gotta do like a medieval times jousting on a miniature pony.
On a miniature golf course, it would just be miniature polo.
Yeah. Or
I like it.
or put them in a little cage and call it purgatory in a cell. Because they're not quite in hell.
Or it could be a Punjabi prison match.
Oh God! Could we please get a little Kali? Is that possible?
Who's just like normal sized.
Yeah.
Couldn't be worse than the regular size colony. So.
The great Kalwi.
Oh no.
That would be. Wow. I think I can't even think straight. I'm so pumped about this. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you know, guys, there's a chance it might happen because we all believe.
Yes.
Because you gotta believe.
I almost hope he never debuts. We just get more of these promos every week.
I have a feeling it's gonna be. Oh man, it's almost like there's so many guys. The promos were so good, and then they showed up and it just didn't pan out. You know, believe's good.
The greatest promo of all time last night at the pay-per-view. People climbing mountains. Woman's pregnant. She smiles. Mountain climb. Believe.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened, but I am just ready to take on the world right now.
He knocked her up with a smile.
I mean, it's a good smile.
Yeah.
It's IRS's kid right there.
Or it could be a message: don't mountain climb when you're pregnant.
Ooh, that is also true.
PSA,
Yeah.
if you will.
It's possible. But anyway, he's coming. We don't know when, but he's showing up. Kofi Kingston versus, don't call him Alexander, because once again, another guy drops his first name.
He got Cesaro'd.
Yep, he did. And he got Big E'd.
Yeah.
So
Well, Biggie dropped his last name.
he did.
So.
Good
Sorry about that.
correction, Kathy.
Really
Rusev, and we see another massive picture of Vladimir Putin.
I love that
Putin.
so much.
Is it Putin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Putin.
Aren't
See,
you
you're trying to make
worldly
it
at
sound
all?
Russian. You have to make it sound more like a Judd band. Just
Look, this is America. I'm going to call his damn name however I damn well please. It's Putin, all right?
It is Putin, though.
Vladimir with his stupid views and his having that Olympics at a city. I don't like it. I don't like you, Putin. Don't like you, Lana. Don't like you, Rusev. Get the hell out of my country. Anyways, what happened?
What did happen?
I just
That
got
is a good
taken over.
question.
I just got taken over by.
Kofi mounted a lot of offense in this
Yeah,
match.
good for Kof.
That is definitely the longest Rusev match I think we've had, isn't it?
He's starting to sell.
Yeah.
And then Lana said, which by the way, I don't understand why Lana doesn't just start every match with Rusev Crush. It's like, you're not getting paid by the hour here.
She gets bored. I think that's when she gets bored. She's like, I'm done watching you. Let's end this thing. She's kind of into him, I think.
Maybe.
You think?
Really?
A little bit.
You know what I'm enjoying about watching Kathy's Twitter is since the show started because of the picture Maria posted, she has gained more followers than all three of us combined on Twitter.
Well, good.
You're checking our Twitter stats while you're hosting?
Yeah.
Apparently,
because
he knows how many Twitter followers I have.
Yeah,
I looked 10 minutes ago, and you have
call
like
bull.
8 followers from 10 minutes ago, and I look on mine, and I have none. I'm working here, people.
Don't throw me into your mix.
Fanny just followed me on Twitter.
See, Fanny, what's up, bro? I mean, we're all here. 3 of us, 4 of us.
Well, maybe if you brought your Cathy's
Damn it. Good
instead of that Clippers shirt, which is questionable.
point. We support the Clippers.
The San Diego Clippers.
Exactly. Rusev Crush, guys. Rusev Crush.
He did indeed Rusev Crush.
Yes, he did. Daniel Bryan and Brie are now getting into the car. Pretty sweet ride as they're about to drive off. Stephanie bangs on the window once again in perfect Steph fashion. Very scary.
I guess I don't get the reference. Is she trying to like spook them? And she's
That's exactly what I love, like, evil Stephanie who's pretending that she's not evil. It is amazing.
Yes.
It's like, oh, sorry, did I stare you? I have heavy hands. Just so you know, you can't leave yet because you would be in breach of contract and lose your titles. But I'm sure this murderer won't murder you, even though that's all he wants to do. Also, he's a demon. Bye, everybody.
totally fine. Leave Brie in the car. Crack the window.
Oh, classic Steph. So yeah, they have to get out of the car. Mm-hmm. You know, lock the doors, I guess, and head to the ring.
It looked kind of like a car ad until they said, "Oh, this car isn't working."
Yeah. Up until that point, it looked like Chrysler might have sponsored the segment, but I don't think that's what they were going for.
No.
Nor do they want people riding on the roof.
That's true.
No.
But it does have a sunroof.
Yeah, well, I would hope it's got a Navi screen. I hope it has a sunroof. You know, how else are you gonna get in there?
What's the mileage on a car like that? Well, we're getting into it.
Well, it's a rental car from Massachusetts. I'm saying not too many.
Oh, it's a
Nice.
nice car.
You know they're gonna like require backup cameras in cars. That's like the new law that just got.
Because we're so stupid at trying to park.
No one can parallel park. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
And people just be reversing. You know what I'm saying?
People be reversing.
People be reversing. Daniel Bryan.
That went nowhere.
Daniel Bryan takes on Alberto Del Rio. What a hell of a match.
I was expecting nothing from it because I was just trying to expect it to be like, when is Kane going to show up? When's going to show up? Went probably like 20, 25 minutes. Crowd's super hot into it.
Yep.
Good back and forth action.
ADR actually in control for a great part of the match.
Awesome finish. Brian hits the La Mystica into the yes lock, which was a nice little nod on Cinco de Mayo.
There you go.
And then, of course, they celebrate for all of 5 seconds. Pyro from Kane hits to the back again.
Well, actually, the music hits. Yeah, they run to the car. You know, as they get in, the car's not starting. Who would have? I mean, it's a Chrysler 300.
He didn't realize it was actually a keyless start. He was looking for the keyhole. Gotta get out, gotta get out.
Demon. So, yeah.
He opens the hood. Sadly, Kane did not pop out from the engine.
Oh, that would have been... Forklift this! That would have been sweet.
Don't you think you would put some pants on before you drove?
Not when a demon's...
He's in a hurry.
Yeah.
And in fairness, I've driven pantless before. Amazing.
I have no follow-up questions to that.
Nor should you.
Your Honor, we rest our case.
ADR is kind of in the same... sorry, I have to pull up my socks.
That's fine.
ADR, they're
Trying to get
AfterBuzz.
pantsless right now?
They're AfterBuzz socks, by the way. Look at those things.
Have you ever AfterBuzz pantless before?
Not yet. We could try that.
It's a night
People
of first.
wouldn't know. ADR is kind of in that same boat as Sheamus, though. He's great in the ring, but there's not a lot going on right there. We need a little revamp.
He just doesn't have a storyline that's working right now.
Yeah.
The question is, though, oh, man, with ADR, I don't know what storyline is going to work for him. You would think a rich Mexican aristocrat. I mean, it did get over for a while when he came in, when he won the Rumble.
Ricardo.
Yes.
Where's Ricardo?
They do this thing where they water down the gimmicks that were working, like Sandow. I loved Sandow so much, where he would hold the microphone like a brandy sifter. He would come in with the robe and the towel, and you would cretins. Now he just comes in with some like stupid sleeveless shirt and
Or
loses.
he comes in with a cape like last week, which was awesome.
That was all right. That was pretty all right.
Poor Magneto.
Magneto PJs.
Yeah.
Available at Hot Topic.
That'll be on WWE.
Probably are.
They are. I looked.
Oh.
You could actually buy them now?
You could buy that Magneto hoodie he had.
I want that.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Yeah.
I also want a new Big Hoss jacket that Swagger wears. That's pretty sweet.
That was really sweet.
Is that available on Hot Topic? Oh, that you
no,
didn't look up?
I'm an encyclopedia of wrestling, not Hot Topic paraphernalia.
You're absolutely right, though, Nat. I mean, when when ADR first destroyed Ricardo, we were thinking, all right, well, this is going to lead to a bigger role for Ricardo.
No.
It did for a little bit. He was on the Spanish commentary.
Yeah.
He still is.
No, he still
yeah,
is, but
okay.
he did the thing with RBD, which didn't work at all.
No.
But now he's doing Spanish commentary, which I don't understand, dude. If ADR, he's not working by himself.
He also did a match down at NXT.
Well, he could wrestle. He's
He's
Yeah.
an amazing wrestler.
very good. Yeah.
Well, they love to have somebody who's been in the ring on the table, and maybe he was just the best fit for that. They know that they enjoyed him on a microphone, obviously, and they had a need.
I would like to see him back in a storyline as well, whether it's with ADR. I think that could bring ADR back into some relevant storyline.
Yeah.
Or anywhere. I thought he was awesome.
Well, yeah, ADR came out. He had his own personal butler, assistant, chauffeur, a lot of jobs that Ricardo had. He would announce him in Spanish, and like I read some of the translations online. They were just way over the top.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He is a shining, glimmering god of the people. And then he would
So accurate.
Yeah. And then he would just come out in some crazy car that they always had the price for, too. Like, just so you know, that's a $400,000 car he's driving right now.
Yeah.
And then he would come out and he just had that little, like, yes, I am here. Aren't you happy? And now it's just sort of like, already in the ring, Alberto.
Yeah. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
none of us know.
You don't know.
None of us do know, but back to the drama. So they get in the car. He closes the hood. Kane is in the back seat. Kane is in the back. Kane's in the back seat. Kane. So Daniel Bryan finds a way. Those gloves are slippery because every time he gets a hold of Brie, she just gets away. Daniel Bryan fights him off. He gets in the car. Kane gets on top of the hood of the car. Bryan speeds away. Kane's laying dead. So Daniel Bryan goes back to look like he's an injured puppy. And then Kane rises. He's like, oh, I should leave.
Well, we didn't want to kill the guy. Had to check on him.
I mean,
Kane was actually just watching the DVD of Frozen in the back seat. They didn't see him there when he got in. Henceforth.
Somewhere, Dr. Shelby is sobbing silently to himself.
It's all worthless.
I feel bad for Kane because he won't know what happens to Elsa.
I know.
when you interrupt Frozen, I could see being that angry.
It's okay. He'll learn to let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Adele Dazeem.
I've never actually. Adele Dazeem.
She's so famous.
I've never seen Frozen.
Nor have I.
Yeah, that's because
I have.
we're single. I mean,
I like the song, though.
I don't even know the song.
Let it go.
I am a horrible person. So yeah, they speed away, and then Kane just maniacally laughs.
Haha, I almost died.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which you can just barely hear over Brie continuing to scream
Still.
out of the stadium.
I really don't like this notion of like Daniel Bryan is just. I mean, I granted his wife is with him, but at the same time, it's like we gotta get out of here. This big scary guy's gonna kill us. Oh, run away, run away! Like
I'll tell you what, their match at Extreme Rules was outstanding.
it was fun. I liked it a lot, but this like this whole notion of like I have to run away. I'm afraid of Kane.
I think it's more for Brie, or at least that's how I presume it to be. Is that
go.
it's for Brie's safety.
But even like after the match last night, Kane immediately sits up and Bryan's like, "Oh no, I'm scared." Like if it was Stone Cold, he would just like throw in that car in reverse and just like taking care of business for the working man.
I don't know. I mean, you can't really compare now to the Stone Cold era. I mean, Daniel Bryan's a totally different person. He's also a lot smaller than Stone Cold.
He is, but at the same time though, it's like his whole thing is like he's got a lot of heart. He never backs down from a fight.
He's not backing down. He beat Kane last night at the pay-per-view, but he's chasing after his wife.
Yes.
He fought him off. He got him out of the damn car. What else do you want from the guy? You know what I mean? Like he's not going to sit there and he's not going to fight him and finish it right there when a Chrysler 300's burning gas.
So they're not fuel efficient, is what you're telling me.
No,
Brought it back.
they are not. So
He also didn't want to ruin the ending to Frozen, so he was like, "Nah, gotta get out
yeah,
of
he's
here."
like I'm not letting him see this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it. I just feel like it's for Brie, so I think it's fine.
Yeah. We get a rematch. Big E versus Bad News Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship. This, in comparison to Sunday night, definitely more of a brawl. You know, I guess Big E came really aggressive. Had some really painful spots. Rams his shoulder into.
Yeah.
I don't know how I don't know how that doesn't just hurt.
It does.
I think
Yeah.
it does. Yeah, that's the thing. It
Damn.
was nice to see him so aggressive, though. I did like Big E taking on that role because I want more of that from him in the first place.
No
He's
doubt.
got that stature. Let's see him get buck wild.
He's got to, especially without the title now. Because the question is, when is Big E going to find his identity?
Well,
There's no title anymore.
In fairness, for the past like 5 years, the Intercontinental title has just been like a weight on somebody where they just lose every single match. And when Big E won it, I'm like, yes, he's so cool. I really like his, Instagram jokes and everything. And he's good in the ring. He beats people up. This is gonna be, he's losing all the time.
I'll be honest. When he won the title, I knew right away. In my opinion, it was too early.
Oh, really?
When he won, I was like, it's too early. He needs to find himself first before he wins the title. Bad News Barrett, I think at this point, knows his character. And I think he could run with it.
And I think people like his character too, which I loved it. Like the scissor lifts podium coming up, we have to wait for him for like 5 minutes just for him to say, "You're all fat."
Yeah.
Great gimmick. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah. It worked for Rick Rude every time he would come out to the ring and call everyone a bunch of sweaty, fat sharecroppers. I mean,
Sharecroppers.
it's great, So, or whatever he called them.
Sweat hogs.
All
but
you
sharecroppers.
stupid corn huskers.
I would like to see more of the Big E from Instagram and Twitter
Sure.
on television.
Well,
Yeah.
it just doesn't match up. That's why, I mean, like, we know that he has a lot of personality. He's
Yeah.
a funny dude via his Instagram and his Twitter and other social media outlets. And then he's this, like, monster when he comes to the ring with the chalk and the everything else.
But they've had way more success when they let that reality peek
I
through.
know.
Yep.
The My Little Pony thing from a year ago that
He
we're still
loves-
talking about
Yep.
because it was so funny.
Oh, him and Celeste Bonin, formerly known as Caitlyn. If you, those two,
Yes.
The wrestler formerly known as Caitlyn.
yeah, those two are hilarious together on Twitter. They're like brother sister. It's great.
My favorite Big E joke I ever heard is when he first debuted, everyone was calling him Ryblack.
God,
Oh boy.
And he said, look, everybody, Ryblack, it's getting old. Solberg, on the other hand.
Ah! And when
He does love Goldberg.
That's true. And when he dropped Langston, I think he said something like, "I dropped the Langston for a 40 and a Segway," or something like that.
But I don't understand why they just let him be that character, which is who he is, because they love the big, strong guy who makes jokes, like John Cena, Sheamus, but they just do corny jokes the writers give to them. Big E is naturally
He's
really
legit
funny.
funny.
You can make jokes and then on top of that still knock someone out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it'll,
oh, you don't think my joke's funny? I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Absolutely.
which makes
That's what I
everyone
do.
laugh. Yeah.
But anyway, to the match. Back to the match, I should say. He hits that spear from the outside on Barrett, which just looks it looks painful. Barrett misses a bull hammer. Big E goes for the big ending. Rake to the eyes. The referee didn't see it. Bull hammer for the win. He retains. The question is now what happens to Big E, which I already discussed. But bad news, Barrett, still your Intercontinental Championship, which we move right into Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
From Mr. T.
We will move into the greatest. Like I thought I thought the Daniel Bryan Monster WrestleMania promo package was the best they've ever done. They outdid themselves tenfold here.
Yeah.
Making this
Unreal.
little song.
I guess he signed off on it, right?
I don't like.
They own the footage.
I literally can't do this justice. Like, run to YouTube now and find this. Like, it was
It's
maybe
amazing.
It was maybe 90 seconds long. You will need at least 90 minutes before you're done rewatching this thing. It was unbelievable.
It really was. I mean, I'm just like, oh, and the way they cut it together, where like every holiday he mentioned.
Even on Father's Day.
I love that they did it into a song. Like, it just really, I don't know, a good attention to detail for this whole thing.
Fan double-tastic.
And the best part of it is, I legitimately did not know this Sunday was Mother's Day. It
So
saved
now
me.
you know
It
to buy
saved me.
flowers.
You know what you
Yes.
also need to do? You need to go home and YouTube his music video called "Treat Your Mother Right" from the '80s.
Yes.
And in case you forget a gift for your mom, play it for her. She'll know what's up. There you go, guys. For all our viewers and listeners, you YouTube that. Mom will be happy this Sunday. Boomtown. Moving on, Real American, Zeb Coulter has a list of people who should be deported. We're talking about Cesaro, Heyman, Emma, Santino, Sheamus, and Paige. But next thing you know, what time is it, guys?
It's party time. When is it party time?
Kathy was not in on that.
All the time.
Hey, there we go. Adam Rose comes down to the ring. Swagger, actually, he offers Zeb a lollipop. Zeb's not having it. That's a shocker. Swagger,
It was used, to be
I
fair.
know, I would not. Honestly, there's not one person on earth that could offer me a used lollipop, and I'm like, oh, is that oh, well, okay. No. No.
I don't know if he was offering it to him or menacingly pointing his lollipop at him.
Like a gun? Like he's pointing down?
Or like a wand, maybe. It was sort of like a, what is your deal?
A menacing wand.
The one thing I have to say is Adam Rose should probably start sucking on the lollipop a little bit later so that his mouth doesn't turn completely red, because
Yeah.
that does not look terrifying. Or it does look terrifying, depending on how you look at
I don't
it.
think Adam Rose is going for terrifying.
Maybe he thought he was coming out when the promo ran half an hour earlier.
Better get on this lollipop right away. Oh, I have time? Well, I'm just going to enjoy this lollipop.
I've been here.
Suck on that.
Zing.
I hope his entire party posse was in gorilla the entire show.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone had to like, excuse me.
They're just sweating profusely. Like,
The poor bunny couldn't take his hat off.
Can we talk about how a couple people tweeted us that JTG was in
in the party.
The
Way.
party?
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't see
But
it.
that's
He had
what
a
they
mask
do.
on or something.
That's what they do at NXT is they use a lot of the people that aren't on television yet as part of Adam Rose's party train. And so here, I mean, it looked like they had maybe a few extras hired, but for the most part, they're using guys in back that
Why
aren't
not?
suited up for the night.
I love the fact, by the way, that in the Battle Royal, Zack Ryder got eliminated right away. Then 5 minutes later, he was there to like catch someone being thrown out. It's like, well, I'm never on TV. Might as well just stay here for a little while.
Capitalize on that.
JTG, I hope he is on TV every week. Is he the bunny? Like, that would be an amazing heel turn reveal after a while. The bunny, D-Hood's, by God, it's JTG.
Yeah, I want to see the bunny attack someone.
that would be pretty great.
Rabid bunny.
That could actually be a feud for Adam Rose. If someone, as the bunny, attacks Adam Rose, maybe that could be his first feud.
A rabid rabbit
Is
Laugh
Cathy
or I'll
Kelley,
punch you.
everybody. Oh, haha.
There's
a laugh for you.
Well, Zeb, of course.
sounded like like the doctor asked you to cough or something. That was a weird laugh.
I don't know what it was, but we could also agree that Saucy JBL is our favorite JBL. He got real mad at Adam Rose and called Michael Cole an idiot for just enjoying it.
But I loved the fact that Zeb tried setting his All-American on him. He got backdropped into oblivion. And then the party surrounds Zeb, and he almost starts dancing against his will.
The ring was shaking, and so Zeb had no choice but like, oh no, okay. Jack, help me, Jack, where are you? Oh, Jack's at the ring.
I hope this feud is just all about they want to get Zeb to dance. And every week he gets closer to dancing. And at the very end of it, it culminates with him doing a spin-a-rooney. He just can't control himself. Zeb is a reformed partier, and he's just off the wagon and onto the bus.
If Zeb can do his spin-a-rooney, I will let Cathy slap me every single week to end the show.
Zeb, please.
Dear Zeb.
I'll write him a letter.
Dear Mr. Coulter, if you please,
Sealed with a kiss.
we the people. So, moving on to the main event, I mean, God almighty, take your pick. I mean, Wyatt Family, I'm sorry, Shield versus Evolution clearly had just ridiculous, wow, everything about it. But Wyatt Family versus the Shield, this was also outstanding.
Mm-hmm. And we've gotten this before, but they bring it.
It's
every
great.
Every time.
The fans started chanting, "This is awesome!" a minute into the match, and it's like, it will be.
Because you recognize greatness right away. I mean, there's so much. Everyone hit the announcer's table.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
A lot of it looked rough.
Yeah.
Harper, I don't know if you guys saw the press conference after the pay-per-view, but Wyatt basically just sat down, gave a short interview, slapped the mic away, and Harper just lackadaisically flips the table. And now outside, he just wrecks the table and walks away. I hope his thing is he just wrecks tables now.
Absolutely.
Who was it that, it was one of the guys from the Shield that was thrown from the ring onto the announcer's table? Like, did you...
I want to say it was
that?
Probably Rollins.
Was it Harper into Rollins? Was that?
I think so.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. It was Harper doing his dive into Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I love
So
Harper
intense.
so much. Like when he does that crazy eye and just does that weird little like "ay" noise he does in the middle of a match.
Every one of them. I mean, and let's not forget, what Rollins did at the pay-per-view. Because we actually, someone put a video on YouTube. One of the audience members was right next to Rollins as he jumped. I mean, it looked amazing on TV, but when you see how high he really was, dude, that's unbelievable.
How much air he gets. And then...
Yeah, and how much faith he not only puts in himself to land properly.
but in the
Yeah.
other wrestlers.
Even tonight, he flipped like 360 onto his feet and then got kicked into the face. It was like
Yeah.
all one solid movement, just like pow.
Also,
Man.
Reigns tonight, he had like this segment where he was just on fire when he was like running around the ring and just taking out everyone.
Was that when he like cocked his
Yeah.
fist?
That was
Yeah.
the end of the sequence. Like it started with him. I think he gets tagged in finally. It's his first time doing any offense in the match. It's like 3 clotheslines, like clothesline someone over the top rope. He flips out with them, runs around the ring, does his like jump in like kick to the person on the apron, gets in the ring, gets his foot caught, like ducks somebody, like almost hitting him, clotheslines him in half in the corner, does his like shotgun arm into the Superman punch. He did every single move he knows
incredible.
in the span of about 15 seconds.
Yeah. But it looks so good.
Every one of them. I mean, they're just... It's magic. And like I mentioned in the beginning about the changing of the guard, so many guys are getting their chance and they are taking it.
You realize that you have to, because
Yeah.
there are guys that they were at the top of the card, like ADR, who's now more of a higher mid-card guy.
Right.
I don't even know what to call him.
Yeah. I
But-
mean, even though he faced a champ tonight, it wasn't like a high-level match.
You also, I think that a lot of it is they realize someone like Daniel Bryan, who just fought and fought and fought and fought, and now he's at the top. So to give it your all every single week, to put your body on the line, to continually try to improve, and you will then get that spotlight.
And to
You'll get the
Batista,
recognition.
Orton, and Triple H's credit, they really put the Shield over.
Oh, yeah.
Because they all know, I mean, granted, Orton still has plenty of years left, but Batista and Triple H know that their wrestling days are numbered. So who better hands to lead the company in than guys like the Shield?
I'll say this. I heard for a while Batista was leaving after Extreme Rules. I heard he was going to go promote Guardians of the Galaxy earlier, whatnot. I hope he sticks around. I love Batista just being an utter Kanye West level douchebag of just coming out in the skinny jeans and the Air Jordans and just the weird, like, why are you wearing Gracie Jiu-Jitsu pants, but the spotlight and everything.
Why not wear Gracie Jiu-Jitsu pants?
Why not? Give me a pair. I'll sport them.
I'm wearing them right now.
Boom!
You haven't seen me stand up.
I thought you weren't wearing pants.
No, he's driving home without pants.
Oh.
He's taking them off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Confused.
But yeah.
Maybe I won't follow you to your car.
The fact that Evolution ends up just demolishing the Shield at the end is kind of, that just means there's more and more stuff that's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to top it, but I think it's great that it's kind of cool that Evolution destroyed him at the end.
All right. Fantasy booking, pipe dream. I mean, people have been talking about War Games. Because, I mean, Triple H is like an old NWA fan, and he wants it. Apparently, from what I hear, the hang-up is Vince McMahon doesn't like things that he didn't invent. But, I mean, if you didn't do a thing of, like, maybe Evolution and the Wyatts against Shield, Daniel Bryan, Cena, like, I don't know, but I just want that. It's like, please just take my money, WWE.
Yeah.
Like, I will pay double pay-per-view to see, like, a good War Games match built up. Because I originally thought that's where they were going, like, for Extreme Rules, because Triple H just kept dropping war. This is war. We can't go to war.
This could be a SummerSlam thing, maybe. I don't know.
I would love that. Because we would be live for that, and that would be incredible.
Absolutely.
Would you sign up for the network for that?
Well, if one of you guys would refer me.
If only you knew someone.
Do you want
$25
on WWE? We loved Raw. That's all there is to it. We got a visit from Maria Menounos, which is amazing. Make sure you watch Chasing Maria on Oxygen Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Also on iTunes, Amazon, and on demand. Make sure you watch it. Tomorrow's the SummerSlam episode. That's going to be dope. With that said, Cathy Kelley, put yourself over.
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelley. You can find me here doing a million other shows.
That's right. Dale!
I am The Walking Dale on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me cooking up some grub on youtube.com/dishingonmovies.
Nat Baimel.
You can find me on Twitter at Nat Baimel. Also, I'll be headlining Grit City Comedy Club this upcoming weekend in Tacoma, Washington.
Boom. At Jay Quasto. Also at Wrestling Buds. Dale and I have a show on Nerdist. This week our guest is Big E Langston. And,
Big E.
Yeah,
Just Big E.
Sorry,
Big E.
Big E is on the show. Also doing a whole bunch of shows coming up. So go to jlocomedy.com. And if you're in California, come see me. With that said, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.